Welcome to New Sky TV. A shocking twist. The kissing scene between Yiying and Shen Haonan had just ended when one started frantically rinsing his mouth and the other was glued to his phone. The romantic filter of the short drama couple shattered. The scene was filled with tender affection, but the director's cut instantly transformed them into office workers. Yiying frantically rinsed her mouth after the kiss, while Shen Haonan buried himself in his phone. This workplace-style interaction between the short drama couple made netizens exclaim, "Mouthwash is the best leading lady." The professional actor's sense of boundaries is more reassuring than sweet romance. The kissing scene was filmed like a real romance, but the director's cut and the two of them frantically rinsing their mouths and burying themselves in their phones created a stark contrast. This kind of humor is probably only found on short drama sets, and netizens love this raw, unfiltered realism. To be honest, I was also stunned when I first saw this behind-the-scenes footage. The two were so affectionate on screen, a real-life love-struck demonstration, but the director's cut immediately pulled them back from the idle drama to the harsh reality of office life. This contrast was even more striking than a plot twist. Let's start with the visuals. That was a kissing scene. The lighting was soft, and the camera was very close. Yiying's gaze was slowly drawn in. Shen Haonan had the typical domineering CEO vibe from a short drama. With a simple gesture of his arm around her and a slight lowering of his head, the atmosphere was perfectly captured. The staff were watching the monitor nearby, their expressions quite serious, with that kind of tension that said, if this scene goes viral tonight, it'll be a hit. But the moment the camera stopped rolling, the atmosphere dissipated faster than smoke. Yiying completely ignored whether the camera was still on, reached for the mouthwash prepared nearby, tilted her head back, and gulped it down. Her entire demeanor instantly shifted from the heroine blushing and heart-pounding from being kissed back to a professional actor clocking in for work. This scene made me want to laugh. It was just too honest. The other side was even more outrageous. Shen Haonan was just moments before a gentle and affectionate CEO on screen, leaning against the wall, his eyes focused, his lines electrifying. The moment the camera stopped, he released her, turned around, and grabbed his phone, scrolling through it with such absorption, as if he'd suddenly remembered, "Oh, I didn't finish replying to my WeChat message." All that ambiguity evaporated in front of the phone screen. So, it goes without saying how much the crew laughed. Some laughed while packing up the props, while others couldn't help but chuckle. I'm baffled. In the same scene, the actors have to immerse themselves in the emotions on screen, while off-screen, seeing this contrast, they have to hold back their laughter. It must be a tough job. When the behind-the-scenes footage was released, the online comments were mostly lighthearted. Some joked, they were inseparable in the drama, but off-screen they were rinsing their mouths and scrolling through their phones at the same time, while others laughed at Yiying's super strong hygiene awareness. Some fans were quite honest, "Don't worry, we're shipping the character, not the person." These comments clearly show that everyone knows what's going on. So why are these two being scrutinized so closely? It's because in the short drama circle, they were considered a high-output CP couple pairing. According to publicly available information, popular short dramas like Secret Love Leads to Marriage and The Other Side of the Sun, especially those with sweet romance, arranged marriage to love, or revenge plot twists, consistently generate good viewership and buzz when they're paired together. Short drama platforms these days don't even dare to release sales reports if the data isn't good. Their ability to consistently achieve mainstream success isn't just luck. I was deeply impressed by the Secret Love into Marriage series, which followed a typical campus romance that blossomed into a sweet married life. Frankly, the formula wasn't new, but the instant their eyes met, you could feel the characters had genuine backstories. In contrast, The Other Side of the Sun, with its revenge and plot twists, required them to portray the complexities of love and hate within episodes of less than 3 minutes each. There wasn't time to develop the pacing, they had to deliver a perfect performance in a split second. The reason the behind-the-scenes footage is so funny is because everyone realized that this obsessive on-screen chemistry was all professionally crafted. It wasn't a real-life romance, nor did they develop feelings for each other while filming. It was a switch that flipped on the moment the camera started rolling and immediately reversed the moment it stopped. Many netizens wondered, they have such great chemistry on screen, are they really close in real life, or even dating? Now, seeing this, it's laughable. It's definitely not like that at all. Zhai Yiying's mouthwash was prepared in advance. The props team had it set aside, and she reached for it as soon as filming stopped. The practiced motion clearly indicated it wasn't her first time. This means she had already planned to rinse her mouth after filming the intimate scene, a typical professional habit. Haonan, on the other hand, seemed indifferent while scrolling through his phone, but from another perspective, he was simply using his own way to disconnect from the emotions. I have friends who are actors. After filming intense emotional scenes, some need a cigarette, some need to lie in a chair and space out, and some even need to vent to their colleagues before they can recover. With the fast pace of short dramas, they can't afford to carry the characters' emotions with them for too long, otherwise, after a dozen or so scenes a day, they'll break down. Scrolling through their phones is the fastest way to unplug. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.